Hello, ghosts and ghouls and things that go bump in the night. I am Michael Burhan for another episode of Moviefiles, 100 movies in 100 days. Today's episode, which is day 32 of 100 movies in 100 days, I'll be looking at the movie Biohazard Degeneration, titled in America Resident Evil Degeneration, which was released by Sony and Capcom Japan. It's a CGI movie with a difference. It's the first motion capture animation movie that was released by Capcom as part of the Resident Evil game series. It premiered in Japan at the Tokyo Game Show and was released nationwide straight to DVD on October 18th. Unlike the Resident Evil live action movies, this was actually based on the game series in the same universe around it, so it adds more meat to the story. The main character in this series are Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield, the pairing who were in the game Resident Evil 2. Yes! Now let's go to the story. 2005, in the Harvardville airport, is under attack by a zombie infestation. Claire Redfield is a member of a group known as Terrasate, an organisation that does search and rescue in terms of biochemical and chemical attacks. Meanwhile, a passenger plane crashes into the airport due to a man being infected with the T-virus. Claire, Randy Davis, along with an airline stewardess, shut themselves in the VIP section. Meanwhile, the airport has been locked down with a special response team by the United States government attempted to make their way down there. Two officers by the name of Angie Miller and Greg Gain, led by Leon S. Kennedy, managed to save the survivors, but Glenn is later infected to exfiltration with the US government. Due to the exfiltration followed by the US Marines cleaning out the airport. The Will Pharma Corporation arrived looking to give everybody vaccines in order to sustain the outbreak and to stop it from going any further. Suddenly the trucks are then destroyed. Claire accompanies Will Pharma Chief Frederick Dowd. Claire is then shown a working copy of the G virus and the DNA behind, and has found that Angela Miller and Leon have found the house of Curtis Miller. After letting them know and letting them know that the man has come down to basically go to the facility, Claire realises that a time bomb has been activated. Claire catches a brief glimpse of Curtis Miller, only to see that the bomb has detonated. Leon and Angela arrive and split up. Leon then pairs up with Claire, while Angela reunites with her brother as her brother tells her the full story of what the government has covered up. A squad basically kept his family from being saved at Raccoon City as a squad of Marines storm the room. Curtis, after putting the G-virus himself, mutates and attacks everybody. Curtis then destroys the facility and the wreckage covers Curtis, believing him to be dead. They believe that the day is saved. Curtis, however, gets out of the wreckage and mutates further. Dun dun dun! Climbing up the building like Donkey Kong and destroying the elevator. Will Pharma Computer then sets the building on fire in an attempt to contain the T-virus and G-virus. Angela and Leon jump into a pool of water to stop themselves from being incinerated. The two then shoot a glass partition to stop themselves from drowning and then find themselves in an underground area. Claire then heads to the top floor and does everything she can to stop the biohazard alarm from going off. The detection of Curtis in the underground facility causes another alarm. As Leon and Angela search for a way out, Curtis attacks. Seeing Leon as a threat and Angela as a mate, yes, he briefly manages to gain control and tells Angela to run. Leon and Angela climb up the wreckage. Curtis grabs Angela by the leg but then is shot in the head by Leon, commando style. Alyson falls to the bottom of the pit and then causes an eruption to get away, and Claire then accuses Senator Davis of a cover-up in regards to the situation. Reveals that Davis did not know it, and Claire realises that Downing engineered all the outbreaks, as well as the destruction of the vaccine, bombing of the research facility, and the bioterrorist instance, so he can sell the T-virus and G-virus as samples. It was basically a working plan in order for him to actually sell this stuff to the highest bidder. Downing mistakes a car containing Leon and Claire as his contact by Angela. The next day, Leon and Claire meet with Despondent at the airport. Leon then admits Downing's position as an umbrella researcher and also that he confessed to the entire plot, leaving this all wrapped up in a nice little package. He escaped prior to the Raccoon City incident and basically covered his tracks, creating a new identity for himself. And she also talks about the fact that Curtis was being manipulated by Downing, and this allowed him to basically go as far as he did with the virus, but it doesn't absolve him of the situation, everything that he's done to cause what he has, but at least it gives him a clear point advantage in terms of clearing his name just a little bit. Leon, Claire and Angela go their separate ways, and news gets out that Davis has resigned from office due to the airport incident and started stock trading with Will Pharma, and also a newspaper draped over Davis's face read, Tricell offers to purchase Will Pharma. Davis then falls over on his desk, believing him to be dead, to reveal the Tricell ink insignia on his machine. The film ends with Tricell employees in hazmat suits basically checking the underground area, where they discover fragments of Curtis's body infected with the G virus, which they seal in a biohazard container. This film pretty much was what the other Resident Evil franchise wasn't. It stayed true to the context of the story, gave a little bit more insight in regards to these characters, it even gave a backstory for all these characters way back in the raccoon incident. So it allowed us to empathise with Curtis' situation. He lost his family, he lost his wife, he lost everybody that he loved. But he was in the process of losing his sister because of the fact that he wanted revenge. No, I'm not going to say revengeance this time. Now let's go to the voice. As he has Leon S. Kennedy, he done the job and he done it very well. The fact that Leon S. Kennedy's voice was rather low-toned, rather sort of suspicious, he managed to pull that together and also managed to build the ties and the relationships between him and Claire and also him and Alyson, because of the fact that she was his muse. She's the woman that he wanted to save and make sure that nothing happened to her. Roger Craig Smith as Curtis Miller really did the work very well. He was a very good character actor, manages to encompass Curtis' pain, makes us feel exactly what he's feeling, and it was a great job had by all. In general, this film was pretty good and a very nice addition to the Resident Evil franchise, so if you played the games and you want to see an extra little bit of story, you need to watch this movie. So I give this movie out of a 1 to 5, 1 being the worst and 5 being the best. I give it a 4. Yes, it was great. It was a nice film to watch, something that you could probably watch again, but it doesn't deserve a 5 as of yet because of the fact that I just didn't believe that this film was as great as it could have been. There wasn't a big, huge villain in this film. It was just a small little story that can be segmented over a game. Even though it was still good, and the fact that it got a 4 was an extremely high mark. There's a lot a film has to do to get a 5 out of me. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I'll see you again for episode 33 of Moviefiles 100 Movies in 100 Days. And you can also check me out on the I Got Gameplay podcast if you want to check that out every Saturday at 8 PM on Blog Talk Radio as part of the Mega Powers Radio franchise. And as you know, I also work for a site called fanboysanonymous.com, which you can check out by going to www.fanboysanonymous.com, and also Nerd Genius, which is my official site at www.nerdgenius.com. So check those sites out, and if you want to look at new content, if you want to check out new writing, and if you want to just check out me shooting the shit, check back to here as well at youtube.com/thenerdgenius. You can like, comment, subscribe as usual, and if you do that, you know you get yourselves entered into a nice little competition to win a pair of Wii U headsets. They can be used on your iPhone, they can be used on your Wii U tablet, and they can also be used on everything else. They have a built-in mic, and they also have a very nice, comfortable headsets on them. I use them regularly, and they've replaced my long-running headsets that were causing. I'll see you again, guys, for episode 33, where I will be reviewing the movie Resident Evil Damnation. Yes, we're going to continue with our Resident Evil triple bill here with reviewing another Resident Evil movie, and again it's another CGI movie by Capcom Studios. So I'll see you then for episode 33. See you then, guys.